Hey everybody, welcome to question number 13 from the week 11 quiz access for chapter 7. I'll just jump into it here and see if we can work it out. So the following information is from the annual financial statements of the Rahim Company. We have our net sales for 3 years and our accounts receivable net for 3 years. It tells us to compute the accounts receivable turnover for years 2 and 3. And so the first thing we have to do is figure out what goes here. So our numerator is going to be our net sales. And our denominator is going to be our average accounts receivable net. Why? Because that's the formula for this ratio, for our accounts receivable turnover ratio. All right. So for year 2, our net sales will be 284,000. And then our average accounts receivable are going to be the year 1 accounts receivable plus the year 2 accounts receivable divided by 2. If you think about it, the end of year 1 is the beginning of year 2. So we're taking the accounts receivable at the beginning of year 2 plus the accounts receivable at the end of year 2 and dividing by 2 to get the average. So we'll take 18,100 plus 21,400. Divide that by 2, and I get average of 19,750. Then for year 3, we'll do our net sales for year 3, which was 353,000. And we'll do our average accounts receivable. So we'll take the year 2 accounts receivable, 21,400, plus the year 3 accounts receivable, 23,600. Divide that by 2. Whoops. Divide that by 2 for 22,500. So now if we take a look at these, we'll see that our accounts receivable turnover, which is how many times we collect an amount equal to the amount we're owed, is increasing from year 2 to year 3. So let's check our work and make sure we're good. Because our answer is not complete. Oh, because we haven't done part 2 yet. Let's see. So our next question is, assuming its competitor has a turnover of 11, is Rahim performing better or worse at collecting receivables than its competitor? So again, what we're looking for is to see, is our turnover higher? Because the higher that is, the faster we're collecting what's owed to us. So we're going to say this is, I guess it just has me type it in. Oh, I haven't returned to the question. I hate that feature. And we'll say better. Check our work. Whoops. Apparently it doesn't think that that's better. So let me double check that. If my receivable turnover is 15.7 and my competitor has a turnover of 11, I still think I'm doing better. Oh, okay, well, that's weird. So up here it says, assuming our competitor has a turnover of 23.5, but here it says 11. So I think there's an error in this question. So if I use 23.5, I'll say that they're doing worse. That's pretty weird. And there's our correct answer. It's gonna like that one, I can tell. There we go. All right, so you may want to check that out when you're doing the problem. It's giving a different number up here than it has down here. I will submit a fix to McGraw-Hill, and in the meantime, use the one that's up here in the text and not the one that's down here. And as always, good luck on the rest of the, well, this is the last one, so hopefully you've got all the other parts done. But anyway, don't be afraid to ask if you need any other help.